Okay, we're back to chapter 1. I should save.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Quick saves.
You're here
Easy.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So what now?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's enter the basement. Without it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is as her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs. Should I say I'm here to save you? Just right away. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
What did she say? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know a good spot to put my camera. I feel like I'm just always covering something.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Curious.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first. I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Look at her. Oh, she's so sweet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Totally not gonna kill me, right?
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Yeah.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I know she can break out. Come on, we can walk out together. You don't have to kill me, please. We can walk out together. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into
No,
place.
you don't have to.
Is someone else here?
You don't have to. Hey, let me out of here. Try the door. Return to the bottom of the stairs. I know this is her doing. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
So that's how you got out
As
the
she
first
rips
time.
her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
There you go.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way
She
down
didn't need a
here, but if
hand.
there's a time to strike, it's now.
No, stop it.
Or we could use it to free her.
The
You won't
hero
like
is not
what
even
happens
worried.
if
He's
you
not even
do
bothered.
that.
Save the princess. Oh, we don't even get the option to kill her?
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted
her.
wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut
Allow me, madam,
into her
my
flesh.
lady.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
It's
Her
just like
limb
Shrek.
falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
I'm
She
saving
didn't
my
so much as utter a
princess.
sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, she fine.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
She's gonna
Thank
be
you.
free.
Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the
What are
world.
you gonna do?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward
No.
and raises the blade.
No! Quick
Wait,
time.
this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Run! No! Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I'm fine. I don't die. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Yeah.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Just do it.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay
Okay.
strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Thanks for describing it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Shh, it's okay.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That's so sad.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
I
path
don't want to
is a
hear
cabin.
it.
You're here to sleep.
This is different though, the damsel. I want to go back to her. I don't think the narrator is wrong.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie, she will cheat, and if only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Oh, I'm smitten now.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our
No.
beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about?
I don't think he's a villain.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
What are we about to witness? Did she get stuck here?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, the mirror's back. Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wait.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Should have checked the mirror last time. I could have gotten something new. I wonder what the voice of the code would have said. Enter. I think I'm gonna be alright. Right?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't think so.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
I'm in love.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
But it makes it more fun.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I like her charms.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
I'll say it.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Word.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Give me the dialogue option now.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery
Well.
really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it works, man.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
He didn't kill us.
Well,
Oh.
she killed us. Only
Yeah,
because
how
you
did he
made
take
us
over
try
me?
and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Yes,
And
tragic.
you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
We can spend forever and nothing together. Oh wait, that's not gonna happen. She just wants to go home. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? Just like last time we've met. What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Sound crazy there. All of these. What Let's say, what happened after I died? Or maybe say I'm sorry. Yes, say I'm sorry.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
No.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Thank goodness.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
She's been waiting for me. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh, you went sad after you said that. Is this a good spot? Have my camera. Should I be moving it? Sorry, this is like the 4th video where I am debating where my camera should be at all times. Let's say I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I like her.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Yep.
She
Right.
didn't care last
Not me.
time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Rescue.
No. I can't let you do that. If you
No.
take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Haha.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't say that yet.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Just be quiet, narrator. Just for once this
Luckily
time.
for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
That's fine.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. She wants to leave.
That sounds perfect.
Why is music different?
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
She's gonna be scared of the
what happens after
nothingness?
we walk up the stairs?
No.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Why did
That's
it do
a
that?
familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
No.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Same, honestly. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself. I've got this.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door
Okay.
and the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one.
Ha!
You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
I have to end the world.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Oh, what? We're outside?
A happy ending at last.
Oh no, it's
We
nothing.
did it. What should we do now?
Goodbye.
Where did everything go?
Please don't be
Where
scared.
did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Goodbye, voice.
cold.
The smitten.
Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes him leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? You know that, okay, I'm going to kill you. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Have you figured out what you'll want when we finish? Do you still not care what I bring you next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? And I'm ready to go back. Let's save. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or another on the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me, and I hate it. I think I hate you. How do I feel? How am I feeling right now? I need a mental check. I don't resent her. I have no opinion one way or another on a matter. I do have an opinion. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. I'm one of these two. I just don't know what it is. I think it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
You know I'm going to kill you. No, I will. Unless I have to. I think I've asked this before. But let's ask again, because I forgot.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Good. It's a good sign. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Okay, I think these might be the same. I'm ready.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.